Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Once met this man named Cappy who got out of bed and sat upstairs. His face was kind of ugly and nappy. And he wore a hat so he didn't have to comb his hairs. Hi, I'm a 31-year-old male and I live in Sydney, Australia. I was born in Bolivia, one of the poorest countries in South America. I migrated to Australia when I was 24 and it was quite hard to get my Australian citizenship, which I did after 7 years. I worked on several office jobs I totally hated, but they helped pay for my university studies in Australia. I have 3 master's degrees in business, marketing, and accounting. Only one of those has value. I studied management because I wanted and needs to write at university. He's honest. Although I could have studied something more challenging, I did not want to. Dude, could you imagine how you're probably doing okay. Given what you suffered and endured in Bolivia, I'm sure that this is an easy cake, right? I'm just thinking if you could, obviously you had the ability to go into engineering or something. Nevertheless, I do not regret what I studied because I managed to get my Australian citizenship thanks to those studies. After getting fired from one office job after another, I decided to start my own online business. I saw no future in my career. I've been doing this for the last 3 years, and in the first year I pulled in about $80,000. All right, never mind. You don't need to be an engineer. On the second year, about $60,000, and on the third year, about the same. For the last 2 years, I was in a relationship with a rich Chinese woman. She's in her 50s, divorced, and has a 20-year-old son who lives in China. She still looks hot. I would bang her even if she wasn't crazy rich. I ran into something similar to that in my ballroom dancing days. There was like the quintessential MILF cougar, had kids, and she, for whatever reason, usually Asian gals don't age too well, but this one did, and I was actually shocked to find out how old her kids were. There's the son. I kind of felt bad. Because he was no dummy. I think he was 15 or 16. He got to look at, you're here to bang my mom, aren't you? We didn't say that, but you just got that look, and I gave him the look back. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Oh, she has several properties in Sydney. Oh, she has a business in China that is worth like $30 million. She has several properties in Sydney. Is traveling to China for her business most of the time. I was living in her $5 million house and driving her luxury car because of my online business. I have a lot of free time and flexible work schedule. I do not have any hobbies besides working and dating girls to have sex. I had sex with about 200 girls in the last 3 years. I wonder about that, but this sounds like the most wonderful life in the world. International, Bolivian, Australian, Chinese playboy. My rich Chinese girlfriend and I had several fights, and in the end, she asked me to move out from her home because she's afraid our relationship will become a de facto relationship, and basically I can keep half of her money. Oh, I see. Okay, I read that wrong the first time. She's worried, okay, de facto is probably the legal term they use in Australia. Here in the United States, it's called common law marriage, and she's worried that you would take her for half the money. Okay, in divorce, if it were to go through that. I do love her, but at the same time, I give fuck, so I accept her. I don't give a fuck, so I accept her decision, so now I'm single. Anyway, I have this online business and have some plans to make it grow, but I doubt it'll even cross $100,000 per year mark. I have $70,000 in savings and nothing else to my name. Despite this, $70,000, nothing else. That's a lot to have in your name. How old are you? 31? Okay, maybe not that much. Despite this, I'm lost and do not know what to do. I think I would like to marry one of my side girls, but I do not think they will feel the same way once I find out I do not live in a $5 million home anymore. Well, yeah! Okay, look, all the girls you brought around that house and driving the luxury car, all those girls are off the table, man. Because how do you approach them now? I say, oh, yeah, by the way, that house on the beach and that car, it wasn't mine. It was my Chinese cougar MILF girlfriend from Shenzhen, China. So they've gone out with you under different pretenses. I wouldn't say false pretenses, but different pretenses. So now, if you want to find a gal and heavily settle down, it's going to have to be for you, not your girlfriend's $5 million house and luxury car. And I do not even have a car. But I don't think they'll feel the same once they find out I do not live in a $5 million home anymore. I do not even have a car. Also, I'd like to buy property in Sydney, but the entry price is about $1 million. Yeah, you're not, with your $70,000, penis money there, you're not going to do anything with that. I would also like to travel, but I feel it would be a waste of time and money just for enjoyment. Not necessarily. I'm really confused now. I would like to know what you would do if you were me. Thanks. I won't mention your name. Then you sent me another. I had a couple other questions. So you say, just to clarify things, I did not get anything from her. She asked me to move out before our relationship became a de facto relationship, so I did not get anything from her. Okay, I understand that now. Also, I did not want to get her money. I do not have only $70,000. Please read my original message again. I want some advice, but keep my business, trying to get back to work for travel. All right, here's what I'll do. I don't want to mention your name because I don't know how many Bolivian immigrants there are in Australia. So if I mention your name, you could be easily identified. There's nothing wrong, I think, if you took a little break and went traveling around. And the reason is this. You have $70,000 cash. You have no debt. You're in better shape than most 31-year-olds, by the way. You have a degree in accounting. I would maybe go get your CPA in Australia as a solid plan B. But you got an online business. You are perfectly set up to be a digital nomad for a while. And whereas most people, when they go and travel, it usually costs them money. With your online business, you can go and make money. So I would, just right north. Why don't you try this? You're of the benefit to conveniently go hang out with some digital nomad, expat type of communities over in Bali in Southeast Asia. You can go to Thailand, you could go to Cambodia, Bali over in Indonesia. I had a client there. That whole Southeast area seems very interesting. And I go there sooner than later because it's about to get hot as hell down there, if it's not already. And you are the perfect candidate for it. You have no debts, you have no property, you have no car, you have no obligations or responsibilities. So why don't you go travel a little bit, man? You just got to have a big relationship. Your life has not been stable. I can't imagine what it's like to strike out on your own, come to a completely different country, learn the language, get all those degrees. And why don't you let the idea come to you? Maybe as you go, you just need time to yourself, and you got to figure this stuff out. And if you're working and doing and jumping and running, and you're living in this gal's house, you don't have a lot of time to figure out what you want to do. I think you got the perfect life right now, Frank. There's nothing wrong with making $60,000 a year online. Now, if you could keep that up, that's great. But I think just continue making your money online. Go and travel around a little bit. Take a break. You could get married. Now is not the time fresh off of a breakup or a rebound. Go check out some other countries. Continue to make your money online. I would also suggest study online to get your CPA in Australia, so that if your business goes away, I'm going to assume it's online or internet-based somehow. And if you had a CPA, that would provide a more stable plan B. But I would just, go travel. Go relax. Take a breather, man. Go bang some chicks and wherever, or not. Just sit and relax and have a drink in Phuket. But let me kind of... You're lost and you don't know what to do. I think I would like to marry one of my side girls, but I don't think I can... I don't think your side girls are going to do that. Yeah, you're going to have to find new girls, which I don't think you have trouble doing. Why don't you take a break from the girly girls? Here's the reason I'm suggesting you take a break. Everybody thinks that the answer on where to go in life is immediate and next, whereas that takes years a lot of times to figure out. And most people, they're worse. They never take any time to figure out what they really want to do, and they run off and do what people tell them to do. Get this degree, go to college, go into debt, get a house. No one ever takes the time to answer that question. But some of them, when they get to that epiphanal stage, they say, I got to figure out what I want to do in life. They think this is something that you can figure out in 1 or 2 days. No, man. No. That takes at least months of hardcore sitting there figuring. You'd have to study every day and sit and think. Pieces of paper crumpled up, thrown all around, thrown and strewn, and still you won't have an answer. Because life is not a formula. It's not a computer program. It's not code. There's infinite number of things for you to do. And the best way to get perspective, other ideas, learn about yourself. I know it's going to sound totally pansified, but you got to go and travel a little bit and discover yourself. Except when it's a case of 48-year-old women in the United States, that means get foreign dick. And piss away cash in the 401k and get foreign dick. That's what it means. That's to destroy your financial situation and find foreign dick. That's what it means. I think for men it's a little bit different. And you're in Sydney, so just north of you, a short flight is a whole different bunch of cultures. Now I want multiple cultures: Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Cambodia. You can maybe even go to Vietnam if you wanted to, or China if you want. Just chill out there for a while, man. Go look up online, find if there's some Australian expats, find if there's some American. Maybe, you know what? Go totally ghost. You don't want to hear any English for a while. Truly experience the foreign culture. Check it out. Get yourself a cheap remote work location that's got internet and just check out a different culture. Don't even worry about what you got to do, because your key things are taken care of. You got money and it's on the internet and you have no reliability. Dude, there are guys, like pretty much 95% of the men in the United States and Australia would kill to be in your position. All right? You just don't know the next step. And you know what? You may go to Thailand, you may go to Burma, you may go whatever. You're like, dang, this is fun. And you're okay not having an immediate next plan B because your food, clothing, and shelter is taken care of. Then maybe after a year or 2 or 5 of that, you're like, okay, I'm sick of this. I'm going to go back to Australia, and now I'm ready to find a girl. Find a girl there. You don't know. But I'll tell you this, staying in Sydney and in the same environment and all that, there's no, you got to change it up a little bit. Got to change it up. So I absolutely think you should go travel. Don't be stupid with the money. Be cheap. Go online. I would spend at least a week researching how to live overseas, finding Australian expat communities, so your money lasts. Your goal is not to have your money last and to whittle your savings down. Hell, in Sydney, shit, I'd imagine you probably come out financially ahead. You should be able to find way cheaper rent in Phuket or Bali, or pick your town. Just living the cheap life. You're gonna look, and you have also the enviable position of having your income derived from the first world, and you get to live in second, third world prices. Get the heck, go. Get out of here. Go have some fun. Relax. Take it easy. Don't answer this important. Oh, do I have to find a wife? Do I have to have a career? No. Go have some fun now. Okay. I'd imagine, you came here at 24, 31? Okay, aside from living in the $5 million house, which would have been pretty easy. I can't imagine coming from Bolivia, from 24 to 31, that 7-year period was terribly easy. I imagine it involved a lot of work, a lot of self-discipline and control. And I think maybe let's set that. You got to escape from that. Go sit and relax. Not slough off. You can still do your work, make your money. Go chill out. Go relax a little bit. And the answer will come to you. Master Clarice. What do they do? No, it's Buddha. I'd make a horrible Buddha. Be a very, very angry. I couldn't be Buddhist. He's just like the angry Buddhist. Maybe that's a book I could write. The Angry Buddhist. I'll go and become Buddhist. And then I'll write about being an angry Buddhist. And people will buy it simply because the title is so catchy. All right. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.